Hi, I'm Emily and welcome to this beginner style Pilates flow. We're going to be doing a lot of mobility movements here with a little bit of a spin on it to make it Pilates style. If you've been here before, I did a video a week or two ago that this video is the same moves but it's a little bit of a progression for, not much of one. We're still going to be focusing on our mobility and moving gently and slowly, but we're just going to be doing their moves but increasing them a little bit more so to make them a tiny little bit more difficult. So first up, thank you for being here by the way, I really appreciate it. I'd love it if you would like this video, comment, because I actually really like connecting with people. I'm here to encourage people to move, but I'm also here because, well, I just love a chat. So that's why I like doing things like this. So yeah, comment, like, share, or subscribe to the channel if you can. That would be absolutely amazing. But for now, let's get going, and or this video will be like 20 minutes long because I just don't stop talking. But first up, we're going to do some single leg knee hugs. So what that looks like is if you just lie down flat on your back, we're going to be bringing our legs up one at a time, we're going to be hugging them, and then if you can, we're going to slightly open them out to the side so you get a deeper stretch in your hip. And then what we're going to do is we're going to then close it, take it back down and swap sides. And open that side. You can keep hold of your knee with both hands if that's more comfortable for you, so you can really pull and get that stretch in the hip. Take it back in before you lower your foot down. Just make sure that when you're opening, you're not really pulling and you're lifting your tailbone off the floor. Make sure your spine or your back, your erectors are all touching the mat beneath you or the ground or wherever you are. Taking that back in and back down. And we're just going to do one more on this side. Open it up. Close it again. And then just release that leg. And then next up, we're just going to tuck both of your legs in at the same time if you can. We're going to reach up to our shins. We're going to lie back down, head to the mat, and then we're really going to pull our knees close to our chest. Remember to keep your tailbone, bone down, touching the mat, and just really pull in. You should get a really deep stretch in your hips here, which is really important. We all need to really work on our mobility and our hip strength. It's just a really important part of life. It's the stabilizer, it's the middle of your body. It connects most things together, the top and the bottom. So yeah, we really need to look after it. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to drop our legs into a bridge position. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some bridge marches. If you can't do this and you're not quite there yet, we're going to be going up and then we're going to march. We're going to take one leg, making sure when you lift that leg up, you're not dropping your hip to do so. If that is you and you're not quite there yet with your hip strength, just do normal bridges. Go up and down like this. But if you can, we're going to go down, up into that bridge, and then we're just going to march and then go back down and then march on the other side. And then we're going to take it down. We're just going to do a couple of these. So bridge up, march, back down and march. Just really concentrating on the stability, making sure when you come up and you do lift that leg that your hips aren't dropping or you're not tilting to one side. That can happen as well. Just march up, back down, and then we're just going to go for one more. Remember, it's absolutely fine if you're not marching here and you're just bridging. Just bridge. That's absolutely fine. It's perfect. However you're doing it great. And then just come back down slowly. And then next up, we're just going to roll over onto our side and we're going to do some inner thigh kicks. But this time, we're going to come up onto our knee. So come up onto your elbow. And then what we're going to do, we're going to come up onto our knee, outstretch that top leg, and then we're going to be kicking up and then going back down. We're just going to do a few on either side here. If this isn't comfortable for you, just come back, just straighten out your legs, just lie here and just do some kicks, some leg lifts just with yourself straight on the mat. You don't need to be up on your knee if that's uncomfortable for you. But to progress this from the last video, as that's the move we did in the last one, we're going to come up onto our hip, well onto our knee, sorry. You'll really feel this in your hip. This is really good for your top of your glute as well, your glute strength. So we're going to stay up like this. We're going to kick open, close, and we're going to go for 8 here. We're going to do 8. So that was 2, 3. Remember to breathe, keep that core tight as well. Try not to rock and be unstable here. It's a really controlled move. I don't know how many we've done now, but I'm going to say that's 6. But wherever you're at, just go for 8 and then gently just lower yourself back down to the mat. And then we're going to switch sides and we're going to do that on the other side. So if you can, go up on your elbow, up on your knee. Outstretch that leg as straight as you can. I like to point my toes, but you can tense your foot so it's flexed towards you, so you get a more of a, if you take your feet inwards a little bit, and as you're lifting, you'll really feel it in the top of your glute. But I like to keep my feet pointed and just open like that. So we're going to go for 8 here as well. So that was definitely 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and then just lower down slowly. That one's really challenging, actually, more for the leg that you're on, that is keeping you stable, the one that's got the knee on the floor. I definitely find that anyway. When I used to do them moves, I used to think it was for the leg on the top to get the opening, but really it's for the stabilisation on the bottom. And yeah, you really feel it in your glutes and your hips. Well, I do it anyway, and I feel like that's where you've probably felt it as well, but well done for that. So next up, we're going to do some swimmers. So I always call these swimmers, but I think they might be called supermen. But we're going to lie down on our bellies. If this isn't comfortable for you and you can't lie on your stomach, I want you to just come up, and what you're going to do is a bird dog instead. So that is just taking your opposite arm to opposite leg, outstretching it, just keeping it in line with your body, and then bringing it back down and just swapping over like so. Keeping everything really tight and stabilised. That's like a really good thing to work on for that move, your stability. But if not, and you can go onto your belly, we're going to do some supermen or swimmers. So what that is, if you just outstretch your legs, outstretch your arms, and then we're going to go up. We're going to lift everything, creating a little bit of a U shape, keeping everything tense though. This is engaging your core, engaging your back, your arms, everything. So we're just going to lift up into that position. We're going to be holding it for 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just lower it down. And we're going to do that another 3 more times. So just lift up, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it back down and go again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it back down slowly, and then 1 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just lower that. You're doing great. I hope you realise in this video how much stronger you are than you think. Moves like that aren't just, oh, I can just do them with the click of your fingers. Like, it takes a lot of practice and a lot of strength. So if you can just fly through these, or you're doing them really easily, or not, it's absolutely fine. The more you practice, you'll get there. But if you are, then yeah, you're really strong, and I hope you know that. So next up, what we're going to do is we're going to go to a plank into an up dog. So what that looks like is we're going to plank down. We're going to be in a high plank here. So what that looks like is tensing everything. Almost, we're just going to basically do a push up, but we're not just going to come back up. We're going to go into an up dog instead. So what that looks like is if you lower down as slowly as you can, and then go into that up dog. And then in the last video, we were coming up like this, and then going into our plank. But what I want you to do from here is, if you can, is we're going to do it more fluidly. So we're just going to come back up into a plank, lower back down, and come back up like that. You can flatten your feet out if that's comfortable. So yeah, we're just going to come up like this, lower down. If you still need to just come into this position to get back into your plank, that's absolutely fine as well, just go there. So we're going to do this 3 times. So come up into that plank, lower down, up into that up dog, and then flow through that, back up, and then go back down, up dog. Remember to breathe here as well. And then one more. So just lower back down and up. And then come back up as slowly as you can, just gently. And then lastly, we're going to do some windshield wipers. So what that looks like as well is, if you just lie down, we're going to bring our knees up into a 90-degree angle, keeping your arms to the side to keep you stabilised, and then we're just going to drop our legs to the side. You'll get a nice stretch all in your side body. If your glutes are tight, it feels really good, this one. But just keeping everything, your shoulders, your shoulder blades on the mat, on the floor, connected to the ground. So if you feel like you're coming up like this, just bring your legs further up. Don't just have your legs down and then come over, because then you're just missing the benefits of the stretch. So just come up and then drop to the other side. I have to come off my mat a bit. Drop to this side. Remember to breathe here as well. This can be really tight if you do a lot of sitting or a lot of lifting, or just in general anything. This part of your body can be really tight. So just swap that again. Sorry for the angle. Come back up. One more on this side. Oh, that feels lovely. And then just slowly return, so your legs are in the middle. Just drop them down, and then however you want to get there, just come back up. And thank you so much for joining me for this mobility flow. It's been absolutely amazing. I feel really good right now. I'm actually a little bit warm, but we are in the middle of a heat wave here where I am, so it's 30 degrees outside, and that is hot. But thank you so much for being here. Hope you feel great after that. If this was a little bit too difficult for you, go back to last week's and do the regression of this. It's still a really good mobility video and moves. Remember, you don't have to be ahead of the game all the time. It's good to not find things easy all the time, to be learning, to be growing. So yeah, if you struggled with this, or there's some moves that you feel like you could work on, that's a good thing. That is a really good thing, because that just means you're pushing yourself, you're pushing your body, you're here to feel good, and I really hope that you do feel that way. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, and I'll hopefully see you in another video.